going live now. I just got to wait for it to get connected to all the streams, and we'll get started. Wait for some people to come in the room too. Say what's up. Okay, looks good on this end. Bet. All right. Got the live chat running too. And yeah, so welcome everyone. I know we're still waiting on some people to arrive, but I think we can get started in terms of presenting what we're going to be doing today. I'm just giving you a sort of like an insight what this live stream is all about. And first things first, big shout out to Mixed in Key for hooking me up with Captain Plugins, the Epic version that is, and want to make that clear. So big shout out to Mixed in Key, Luke at Mixed in Key for hitting me up and asking me, hey CJ, yo, you want to try these new plugins? I'm like, of course, bro, send them over, dude. Looks like we're dropping some frames, maybe. So I'm waiting for the connection to drop back in. We got some people in the building. Hey, we got Art in the building. Blessings to you too, my friend. And we got Buffo. What up, bro? You've been losing weight. You look good. Appreciate it. Yes, I have, man. I've been working hard at it. Journey, though. Trying to hit the gym a lot, you know. And not overeating. Definitely helps in terms of losing weight. So, yeah, so we'll just wait for, you know, the chat room to become a little more lively before we continue. But let me know where you guys watching from. Definitely want to know. And, hey, Vic, what's good, brother? Appreciate you coming through. For those of you that just joining us, I was mentioning before, we are going to make a beat today using Captain Plugins by Mixed in Key. And yeah, I mean, some really dope stuff that they've created over at Mixed in Key. And this is an updated version of the Captain Plugins series, you know, containing Captain Chords, Captain Melody, Captain Deep, and also Captain Beat. I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but I definitely want to try and get through at least 3 of them, that being Captain Chords, Melody, and Deep. So we could start creating some chord progressions, adding some melodic layers to it, and then getting into adding a bass line to it, all with the help of Captain Plugins. So want to know who in the chat has, you know, purchased or used Captain Plugins before. What do they like about it? What do they not like about it? Some tips and tricks you can share with the community. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think of Captain Plugins, and have you created beats with them? Definitely want to know that too. And do you have any pointers for me to, you know, try out? I've definitely, like in the last couple of days, been diving into the plugins a bit more, but I feel like there should be maybe a bit of a collaborative effort for this beat, and I would always like to hear your guys' insight, and perhaps even, you know, we can sort of like make this a collaboration in terms of the beat that we're making today. So cool. So I'm just going to check the live stream real quick, see what's going on. All right, we have 5 viewers in the chat. Nice. Appreciate you guys joining us. And Mr. J Beats says he's watching straight out of Compton. Appreciate that, Mr. J Beats. I've seen people using Mixed in Key before. I didn't know they made more than that, though. Ah, okay. So, Mr. J, maybe we can give you a little bit more insight on Mixed in Key. So Mixed in Key, very well-known company. They make a product called Mixed in Key, and I actually have it here too. I use it quite often to get the key and the BPM of an instrumental, for example. So if I have a client coming over to record and they send me a beat, and I just like want to know, you know, what key it's in and what the BPM is, I'll drop it in there, boom, and they'll, you know, the algorithm scans it and then gives it to you right away. But we're not talking about Mixed in Key today. That line of the product, we're talking about Captain plugins. So Captain plugins, I got one of them up here actually, is a chord trigger, chord progression maker. But it's way more than that too, because they have a lot of options that you can, try out. And we'll get into like, how to make these chord progressions using Captain Chords. Then we'll go ahead and have Captain Melody create a melody layer on top of those chords for us. So that's Captain Melody right here, all in the Epic version. So if you haven't already, make sure to head over to Mixed in Key, and I will get a link from somebody very shortly, and then we'll put it in the chat for you guys to go download your copy. But yeah, it's this basically will create the melodic layer for us. There are lots of different options in terms of changing the melodic layer. So, even though it's like a preset that we're using in a specific key, you could still go in and make your own adjustments. So let's say you like, 3 out of the 4 notes and you want to change the 4th note. What's cool about this is that you can remove that 4th note and then brush in or pencil in a new one, change the length, move it around, and everything's going to be still in that same key and scale. And yeah, so for those of you that are not classically trained musicians like myself, this is an awesome way, to come up with some really intricate melodies and chord progressions, and dive into Captain Deep. And Captain Deep is basically all of these 3 programs, or plugins I should say, connect with each other, right? And they connect with each other in a way that, Captain Deep knows the chords that I'm playing in my chord progression. So it will use that information to then create a bass line depending on, the chord progression that we have. So just go back to the chat real quick. So Art said, side note, but do you rock with XLN RC20? I do. I love RC20. I still use it today. Who was it? I think it was Illmind that made some really crazy presets for it at one point, if I remember correctly. And still use those. So yeah. Are you able to drag and drop in MIDI in this and it tell you the key? Oh, you mean into here? Yeah, there is an import MIDI function. I actually haven't played with this, but we can give it a try. If you want to like send me, a MIDI chord progression, we can give that a shot. Import the MIDI, see if it's going to spit out. I would assume that it would give us the key as well as the scale that progression was written in. So absolutely, yeah, we could try that out. Good question, Mr. J. Appreciate it. And definitely hit me more with questions like this, because as I mentioned, I dove into this for the past couple of days, but I'm sure, I haven't fully understood what all of these plugins can do. So if you have ideas or suggestions or questions, again, I'm trying to see if we have somebody from Mixed in Key in the building that, could perhaps also answer some questions for us. That would be super dope. Was no promises were made, but I thought if somebody would show up from Mixed in Key, we can definitely hit them with some questions too. Okie dokie. All right, so I'm just seeing what's going on here in terms of how many people are watching and stuff. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and we're gonna first use Captain Chords Epic to create a chord progression, and then from that chord progression, we will then dive into creating a melody and a bass line as well. Okay, so I found a key and a scale that I like working with, and that is the B flat minor gypsy scale. And it gives, well, I'll let you hear it for yourself so you can sort of get a heads. Let me see here. So, I'm going to reload it real quick just so you guys can see what it actually looks like when you open it up. So I'm going to go to Captain Chords Epic. So I have this, so I'm using Logic, right? And in Logic, let me just close this out one more time so you guys understand. You have a Midi Effects right above any sort of software instrument. So here's my software instrument. I'm using Omnisphere. Up top, you have Midi Effects. So if I click on this, I can click on mixed in key, and then bring up Captain Chords Epic. So this is a MIDI trigger program, as I mentioned. So, you know, whatever MIDI is being triggered by this program is being fed into Omnisphere, and then the sound that you're hearing is basically the chords that are being played from Captain Chords, but then run through the Omnisphere sound. So first things first, when you open up Captain Chords Epic, this is what you see. You can choose the key and the scale that you want to write in. So I mentioned before I like B flat, and then it was the minor gypsy. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and hit go. You could also choose to hit randomize to randomize your key and scale. Just try new stuff. I like doing that sometimes. So once you've selected your key and scale, on the left here, you have some more options to choose from. For example, chord progression. Okay, what type of chord progression do you want? There are different banks, and each bank has different progressions in it. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go to our trap and hip hop bank, and they have something called best trap chords. Okay, cool. So basically, I'm giving Captain Chords information on what I want, and then it's going to start creating it for me. If I'm using the the chord progression function, and then we're going to also tap into the rhythm function in a minute. But let's have a listen to what it created for us. So this is just a four chord progression, and if we were to just loop off a 4-bar section in Logic, it should start playing something. And let me just make sure we got this right. So we got deep here. I'm going to turn that one off. And we have melody. We'll turn that off too for now. We're just going to use Captain Chords. And I'll turn off the click because we don't need that right now. Okay, so we have our 4-chord progression. Let's say you don't like that progression at all and you want to get rid of it. The way I would do it is just like select all by hitting Command A and just deleting it. Now, each one of these is a bar, right? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5. So 4-chord progression would be anywhere from 1 to 5. You have a plus sign to add the chord, right? So instead of utilizing the chord progression presets, the banks, and then the various chord progressions, you could simply also listen to the chords first and see what you want to start with. I feel like all of those are a bit high, so I'm going to go down a couple octaves maybe. So we could use that as the start one. Then we'll go to... So this is what it would sound like with these 2 chords. And then we'll go to the third one. See if I can go. You can see it's filling out. So go to a major. Maybe sustained. Let's try that. And like classic trap would probably go back to a E flat minor. So we're going to go here. You can use it as an instrument as well, as I understand. That's correct. Yeah, because it has sounds in it and stuff. There's another plugin also called Captain Beat, and that's able to be played as an instrument as well, and lets you create drum patterns with it. They have a whole bunch of presets and stuff. Again, I'm going to try and get through at least 3 of these plugins today. I don't know if I can get a 4th one in. If not, I will definitely do another live stream at some point if you guys are interested, and we'll dive into the Captain Beat plugin, which creates drum progressions or drum patterns for you. Cool. Okay. So we got our little progression going on right now, and it's just a simple piano, but we can go into maybe selecting a different piano sound, getting something more dramatic sounding. Hey Brian, what's good, brother? Appreciate you joining us. Thanks for coming through. If you're just joining us, we are making a beat using Captain Chords Epic right now. We're going to be going through all of the new Epic plugins that Mixed in Key brought out for the Captain plugin series. So maybe we should try and find something more. I don't know. We shall see. What you guys been up to though? Making beats, working hard, doing all those things. Okay. What else we can find here? Kind of like that. Maybe we can take all of those, bring them up an octave. Cool. So that's, you know, one way of getting that chord progression in there. And now we could simply drag and drop this box right into Logic. Check it out. So you could either render the audio, so you'll actually get an audio stem for that. Easily create loops like that, you know, and yeah, so it's an awesome way to do that. Let's go ahead and export the MIDI though, because I might want to go in there and change the MIDI a bit. And yeah, so got that going. Let's see. So now I think if I get rid of this, let me go back into Captain Chords as a matter of fact, because we might be able to, you know, humanize this a bit more and yeah, just like make it sound a little more or a little less robotic, I guess you could say. So as you can see here, I can, like, you know, change the length of these notes, and you can, you know, have them snap to the grid, make it easy like that. To also move them if you want, just use it. And let's go over here. You can put it shorter. One. Maybe we'll do this too. Bring this one down. Extend this just one. Awesome, Brian. I'm glad to hear that you started a new job, man. Congrats. That's awesome, bro. And yeah, you know, I'm happy to be back as well. Just been super busy, like doing a lot of you know, work with artists directly, and just like less of an online life nowadays. It's more in person, which is good for me, honestly. So they got different sections down here too. You have chords, rhythm, velocity. So you can come here and actually change the velocity of each note before you like export it. You could, you know, export it, then do it in Logic if you feel more comfortable. But I feel like this is a great way to actually, you know, get everything ready before bringing that into Logic. So if I drag this in, it's going to not sound as robotic. And if I turn this off, it's still going to play because the chords are now directly inside of Logic. So maybe what I'll do is add some audio effects to that, just give it some more room, brighten it up a bit. And we'll probably make a few progressions here. So what I'm going to do next is bring up Captain Melody now. And we're going to come up with a melody that would match this progression, this chord progression. So right here, we're in the Create Idea section. So if I come here, I'll just pause this for a second. You know what, as a matter of fact, because I reopened it, I'm going to reopen this one too so you guys can see what it looks like. Epic. Okay, cool. No, that was the wrong. Using Melody Epic. This sounds like it's about to be drill, lol. Honestly, I hadn't thought about that yet, but maybe, perhaps, we shall see. So I'm going to go ahead and hit plus here. It's going to create an idea for me. And it actually started it on bar 2 because I pressed it too far on the right. So now I brought that melody over. Check it out. Like literally an entire melody was just created for that chord progression. And hit this too. Like they have a, you know, if you're not fond of the first melody that it spits out or whatever melody that it spits out, you could use this you know, refresh button. So right now we're under custom, but we're going to check out a lot of the functionality with inside of Midi Epic and show you what it can do. Amazing how the softest melodies could be so hard. Yeah, agreed, bro. So let's see, we have first beat space. So it's leaving a space right at the beginning. It's kind of hard. Change the measure too, like the start point and the end point. The length. So it could be longer than you know, just that 4 bars. Let's keep it at 4 bars for now. Let's check out what we got under layout. Length A, length B. So you can see here, this is part A, this is part B. So you can make part A longer, and then it'll shift everything over. We could also do that to part B. If you don't like what it did, you could always undo your selection, go back to what you had. So we have an AB layout. We could change it to an BA layout, but then there's not much left. So let's go back. Let's see what else there is. Yeah, so for this particular melody, we're probably better off using the AB one like so. So if I choose last beat space, let's see what it can come up with here. Longer triplet. Nice, I like that. Hey. 1 bar with variation. Very rhythmic, this one. Short and sweet. Just hitting refresh on this to see what else it can come up with. I like that. So going from layout to shape, now you can shape, you know, the A and B sections basically. So you could change the step and the leap. The triplet ones are nice. Yeah, I like it too, definitely. So let's go ahead and just mess around with this, see what it does. And I'm gonna say update. Kind of like that, but I want to sort of like maybe. Okay, no doubt, Mr. J. Appreciate it. So you can change the brush length as well. You can make it short ones. So if you want to like add a little accent here and there. trying this magic record out. I haven't had a chance to try this yet here, but play the keys on your keyboard or to record notes. Use the spacebar to record. Enter your key. Okay, escape. Nice. Okay, so everything that you play should be in the key then. Nice. So you could like add, you know, your own stuff to it if you want. That's kind of dope. I like that. And let's get rid of those. Cool, cool. All right, so now that we have that little melodic layer going on, let's go ahead and export that, bring that in. Okay, so now on to the bass line. We're going to go ahead and use Captain Deep now to come up with a nice bass line. So let me reload that as well. And yeah, let's see here. Mixed in key, deep. I also picked out a bass line or bass sound already, I should say. And this is what I wanted to show you guys. So anytime you add a new Captain plugin, and you already have a Captain plugin like Captain Chords on there, then you can basically say, all right, I want to connect the two, and boom, it created a bass line for me. Now this is very simple bass line, but you have lots of different you know, things you could do in terms of changing up the rhythm of the bass line. And yeah, so let's go ahead and click on the rhythmic elements, and we'll choose a bank. Let's go with trap and hip hop. We'll go with trap and 808 concept 1. We could browse these. You could also favorite them. So if you like a specific rhythm, then you could favorite them like so. You could hit the randomize button, and it'll just randomize or randomly choose one of the rhythms for you. Now let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so we definitely should bring it up an octave, maybe. That's the one. I'm gonna try and see if I can find some other ones too. I'm sure that one was dope, but see what else it can do, you know what I mean? Spacing in this one, that's dope. This is the first one we're making, so right now we got Captain Chords, Captain Melody, as well as Captain Deep going. Trying to find a bass line, but It's just to warm us up. I think we're going to go for another one in a minute. That's kind of dope. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, maybe a little shorter. Okay, and this one's shorter too. You know, I'm just hearing this stuff in my head. Uh-huh. Dun, dun, dun. See, like just moving it, I know for a fact it's always going to be in the same scale. That's kind of dope. I like that. Try different, you know, be creative without like messing up. I like this line right here. Export that MIDI. Boom. Okay, so you know, that went through using 3 of those plugins, creating a chord progression, melody, and a bass line. So I'm going to start from scratch now. And we're going to do this, you know, as I would basically do this from scratch. Let's try and make a whole beat, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to click out of here. Let's get rid of this. And first things first, let's find a sound. We need. That's how I generally... you know, get inspired is by sound, like a specific type of sound or whatever that sticks out to me. Some other people have, you know, there's various methods on how to start a beat, but for me, it always starts sonically. Like it always has to be a sound that I like to hear and that I want to use in a beat. So that's how we're going to start today. Let's see. I'm just going to go through some random sounds here. If anything sticks out to you guys, let me know. So under Retroland, let's try some, as a matter of fact, we're going to go to Synth Poly, or let's do Synth Short. And I want to find a sound that I can use in a progression. You know, that's something I have in the back of my mind too. So I see like we have like 12 viewers right now. I think that's what I saw, right? How many viewers we got right now? 5 concurrent views. Was 9. Okay. So if you guys could please let me know where you're watching from, number 1, and make sure to give this stream a like as well. Okay, let's see. I kind of like this sound right here. It's kind of dope. And let's bring in Captain Chords Epic and see what kind of progression we can make out of this. One thing I wanted to show you guys with the Captain Chords Epic was their rhythmic section, because I thought it was really dope. And it really got me inspired immediately, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So let's see. We have... we do a melodic minor, harmonic minor, melodic minor. Let's try a melodic minor. Why not? See what kind of chords we're working with here. Bring that down a octave. Actually, let's try a harmonic minor. Okay. Yeah, I like that progression. Okay, so now instead of using these, this is what we did with the last one. I wanted to go into the bank and let's select something like, I don't know, R&B. We have R&B modern, neo soul, smooth soul, the big 4 chords, top chords, Dorian chords. As a matter of fact, as you're listening or reading these with me, let me know which one you want to try out, because they got lots of different progressions we could try. Melodic minor chords. I think harmonic minor chords. See how that sounds. Okay, I gotta still delete those. Just mute them for now. Augmented sounding. This one's like F major. Maybe we can make that different. And then this one here. Let's try some of these rhythmic sections. You got lo-fi. Use a randomizer, see what it. So let's try bringing those down an octave. I'm trying to find a chord. See, trying to find a scale actually that sounds good. Let's try the Frisian. G sharp. So let's go into modern, and like we need to change this up. So instead of lo-fi, we're going to go into soulful. We need to find a different sound. Let's go back to the, just so that we could find something synergetic. See what we got. We got guitars. Guitar. Okay, cool. And just wanted to get a clean start on this one, so we'll do the same thing again. Just bring in that new one. And we'll make this Chords Epic. Oh, okay. All right, so let's try and select. Let's go back to that. Is it Hungarian minor? I think it was the. Now, all right, so I'm going to select rap and hip hop. Got a chord progression there, and then on the rhythm part, go back to trap and hip hop, dark trap. Let's see what it got here. actually like that. That sounds dark. Too complex. So see, I like that as a starter though, definitely. So I'm going to use that. Okay, so I just wanted to see what it would do if I have like leave a lot of open space basically, and then bring in a Captain and Midi Effects. Let's create an idea real quick here. First beat empty is kind of dope. I'm in a live stream. Okay. Maybe this one's a little too high, so I'm gonna bring that one down. I don't like that. Alright, cool. So let's try and get Captain Deep in there as well. Okay. So, quarter notes. Okay. Probably because I have like a chord progression with only 2 chords in it, then it didn't seem like it was selecting more than those. But let's try it again. Maybe I need to reload it one more time. Beep, 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 bump. Cool, cool. Mixed in key. Bit. All right, so we got. I was trying to do the follow. Yeah, there we go. Got to do all 4. It is playing with me now. Okay, so I'm probably just doing something wrong. I have to reload it again. Let's do that one more time. And instead of quarter notes, I wanted to do something else. So rhythms, hit makers, fiction. Way to get a starter going for your beat. And yeah, I'm gonna maybe pick out some drums here. Some just like rhythmic elements here. Get me going. Got a lot already done. Use some of my hats on fire. Midi. Yeah, we need one more clap there. Now what I was going to do is, like, once I have the drum pattern down, we're going to go back into Captain Chords. Maybe we'll try to build some chords, melodies, and then a bass line on top of the drums. So do it reverse. Okay, cool. So I'm going to use the patches. Now I'm coming into now that we have this going on, I'm going to go ahead and come up with some new chords now. And that same tempo. As a matter of fact, maybe we'll bring up the tempo a little bit. Let's make it 146. See if we can come up with a nice progression and see what else, other features we could explore inside of Midi Chords Epic. Captain Chords Epic. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's try, I don't know. Oh, maybe an E flat minor. I like those too. Okay. Top chords. Let's see. I need a less whiny sounding guitar. Maybe something else. Let's try some bells maybe. Okay. Try some other shit. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Mike G music, let's go. Ooh, that's a kind of delayed vibe. Message retracted. I was gonna say, I don't know what you're saying, Mike G. Where you been, my guy? Yeah, just, you know, I was telling people earlier, I was just been doing a lot of in-person shit versus online shit, you know what I mean? Ooh, this is kind of vibey though. Not gonna lie. Okay, so like when I go into Rage Complex, you see how you have your complexity? Let's try simple. A medium. That's the complex one. This is definitely not a hyper pop beat, but like I could definitely hear those, you know, those progressions going real fire. Let's try some R&B stuff, maybe neo soul. Okay, R&B in 2. Appreciate you coming through. Wagwan. Okay. That's kind of nice, but I just feel like it should be this way. Feel me? Wait, I'm missing it. Fuck, what did I do? Redo. There we go. Yeah, I sort of wanted to like start. Okay, so now I like this progression going on. You know, and I was thinking to myself, like, maybe try a different chord maybe. Or, yeah, different key. Should I go down with these two? I'm going to take some of that low end off. Alright, so we're going to take that one off. Let's see. Go with Midi Effects. That's great, an idea. I'm just hearing stuff in my head, so I'll probably use a brush tool maybe. Maybe I'll use a pencil as a matter of fact, so a little longer. for me, I can come in here and change it a little bit. Excited about that. I feel like, you know, if you could tap in your own rhythm and stuff and make your melodies or your bass lines, anything really kind of go. I haven't dragged in all of my MIDI, but we're going to be doing that before we're signing off here. So I was going to show you something else really quick. This actually came out kind of cool. Yeah, me too. I was like, all right, dope. And what I wanted to show you was they have this thing called Captain Play, right? So a lot of the like MIDI trigger programs, I like having the control of like just playing something on the keyboard, listening for what I like, which chords I like, and then coming up with my own progression. And Captain Play is basically the same thing. You could actually, you have more functionality than other MIDI trigger programs. And like this one, you could, you know, basically have different sections. So the mapping could be, it could be like root position, for example. It could be seventh, pretty, or borrowed. So like if we go root position, then seventh, then let's say pretty. If I were to come in here and just like start playing these, let me see if I can find a better sounding instrument. So let's go just straight keyboard, and we'll find there we go. Cool. So now I'm going to show you Captain Play. So I could just play entire chords, right? Just using one note on the keyboard. So now I'm going to find like 4 chords I like that I could use in a progression. So maybe we'll go back to root scale. So we'll use so we can use those 4. Oh, spacebar to record, right? Oh, I gotta change the baseline though. Okay, Buzzer, what happened? Why are we doing this? Oh no. Okay. I bet. Undo. Oh, what I made it all. Go back. Edit them. You know what it is? I probably should have removed the previous chords. That would make sense, CJ. Come on, man. Alright, delete those. I really like though. Now if I only remembered what I played. Okay. See if I can edit on canvas. Will it do it? Will it do it? We'll know in a minute. Ooh. Okay. We get to edit on canvas. Kind of weird because it's not showing up. Okay, so we just got to find the chords. Shame though. I really like what I was making. So it's like I gotta back to canvas. Let's see. Captain. I'm assuming I have to remove the plugin because I've already said too many things. And then it was trying to change them and it just didn't work. So when in doubt. So we were working in a B minor. So this was 7th. And this was perfect. B or B flat minor? position, then 7th upper. Definitely not the scale I was working in. Maybe it was a B. Is that coming up as sustained? Okay. Add it on. I don't think it's borrowed. No, it's not borrowed. So perhaps it was A minor. No problem, no problem. I think we did a lot today, though. Not gonna lie, in this hour and 15 or so, went through a lot of what Captain Chords Epic, the new series of Captain plugins, you know, and used a lot of its functionality. I definitely want to dive a lot more into the Captain Play function, though, and really, like, I didn't have a chance to really look into it a lot, but I wanted to really try it out and find something that you know, works for my workflow, and Captain Play is definitely part of that. So I want to explore it a bit more. Also want to explore the import MIDI function. Didn't get to that today. And then coming soon, you have rhythm tabs. So that sounds cool. Definitely want to try those out when they're available, or when that is available. And would love to hear what you guys think. I'm going to post this video, you know, with the 2 or 3 creations that we've made here on my YouTube channel, so you could like follow along after the fact, after this live stream is completed, and should be available shortly. So I definitely appreciate everybody coming through and watching today, listening, and perhaps we could do another one of these in the near future. So yeah, keep me up to date. You know, hit me up on Instagram and stuff like that, and yeah, we'll talk soon. Peace.